Hi.
Hi. So we had a hinge problem in the last episode, and I've been theorizing about hinges, and this is what I'm up to at the moment. Bending some square steel tube for a new hinge structure. I got this wire right here. I was just kind of fiddling around with some ideas. I was thinking, I was shooting for the quick finish on that, and it didn't work out because it binded up. So I made another one of my little template things you see me do fairly often, and you'll see how that translates over here. Most of the time when I'll do a door hinge, it'll be more with this type of geometry. That was just the trash can lid was a quick idea. Thought I was going to nail it. Let's make some more traditional style hinges. We found these with Victor's visit here, and see how they always have it offset. So you got your hinge pin, right? And there's always some kind of offset where it swings around and attaches to the panel. So that's sort of what I created here. This being the hinge pin, and then having enough room to swing around the body. So you'll see, if this is the hinge pin and we put it in and lower, right? This is what I was coming up with right here. This is a marker to see where the panel touches the panel, and then it would need room in there. See how it locks, touches, right? So anything could happen in here. I just did a quick bend. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So that would put this panel, even if I brought up a little bit more, that would put this trunk panel, when it's open, it would move it up, rearward, back, and around. So you see this was pretty much parallel, and look at that now. It's facing out this way. So that's a huge amount of opening. There's not going to be a rumble seat back here. Let's just put that out, okay? People are coming up, oh, it's going to be a giant air brake thing. You're not going to be able to put stuff in it. It's decorative. It's a roadster. The only time this thing's going to get any water is when the guy's there with the sponge washing it, okay?
Right.
So it's going to have some jam, some door jam area for a rubber seal. There's the aftermarket rubber seal that you use universally on hot rods. It's a nice little piece that goes in on a flat surface. So this will have a flat tab all the way around it that has a piece of rubber gasket in there. Is it submersible? No. Is it going to rattle? No. That's the point. So.
And if it's at a car show and it rains, that's what happens. It just
Right.
gets wet.
Well, it's Southern California too. I mean,
right.
Think about a motorcycle, right?
Well, there was a time when we went to the West Coast Custom Show that it rained, and tons of people had open cars there. It is what it is. You just dry it off. So
I don't know. Maybe it's the people in the Northeast. I remember my VW bus.
Y'all are traumatized by the water or something. It doesn't rain like that here.
I had a split window VW bus in New York. We're going to a car show. It starts raining, and the rain is just coming through the bay window, coming through the Safari windows. It was a traumatic experience. So on the bender, I have a 180-degree die. Look at that. This looks a little bit nicer than that, right? Let's just discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I like it.
So I'm going to cut this off, and we're just going to fit it up to this and see what it looks like. Does anybody remember Chuck Barris?
Yeah, do it.
That was the best part, when he just did that and didn't hit the gong. Look at that. So see, now we got this nice looking round hinge. It'll offer us a flock ton of open and shut capacity. Let's make another one of these. Show you how I did it. How I came up with this cockamamie idea. I have the square tube bender. That's this one. But it only does a 90-degree bend. So I cheated. I put the 180 round die on there. But because it's thin enough wall, it'll work. We could pull that through. But again, adapt and overcome. Put a pair of vice grips on here, trap it, and I just like to pull it as far as I can, and then I'll use the ratcheting device. I'll just pull it all the way through. We can do that.
Oh, wow. I don't know where to go on this contraption. Ooh, wow.
2 S's, 1 L. Always remember that. I'm going to split this in half and see where we're at. We don't want to get too aggressive because we're, as usual, material is at a premium. All right, we got 2 of these. So these will be, they'll be one hinge even though they're 2 pieces. They'll be connected. So we're going to need some pivots to come across here, and then we'll create some kind of a spanner. See how wide they are. I'm imagining we can make it as wide as the hinges we had there. I mean, that'll give a good grab on the lid. So we can go 2 foot. Yeah, let's make a 2 foot wide hinge. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff here, and I think we could still use this material for the pivot. That'll be adequate. The hinge pin is definitely strong enough. That'll be replaced with solid. So let's do that. Let's take these, and we'll put a little crossbar on it, which we'll weld. So we're gonna need 2 pieces about that long. I'm gonna use the saw. It just kind of burrs it up a little bit. So it's just cleaning that.
Just wondering.
Not a perfect world.
What in the heck you were doing?
You want a tight fit, but you don't want it to bind. That's what I'm getting at.
While you're doing that, a little small talk. Jamie's going on vacation this week.
Ah. The single life. Remember somebody said that?
What?
The single life.
Oh yeah, Ian's gonna be the single life here at the shop.
I'm gonna do some time-lapse filming, and woo, it's gonna be a party. Where's home? You want to give a shout out?
To Illinois.
Illinois.
I know, now that I don't live there, it's like Illinois. But going up there for my nephew's high school graduation with the fam.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And Ian's holding down the fort.
We were away this weekend. We went up to Lodi.
Oh yeah, we went to a pinball festival. It was dope.
Lodi's a cool place. Pinball Festival is the thing to see.
Shout out to the staff at Pietro's. Delicious food.
Yeah, no question. So, yeah, I said 2 feet. So again, we're going to do the same thing as before. We're going to utilize this as one long cross beam to keep them square, and then cut it back later. Yeah, I don't know if we have any pinball fans on this channel, but let me tell you, we saw some things. It's 18 inches. I said we're going to do it 2 feet, but maybe we're only going to do it 18 inches. Let me just take a quick look outside and see if we have another piece of this. All right, so as I was saying, we're going to make an 18-inch hinge. I grab the welder. 18, 24, whatever it takes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, no rules in this, no rules. So I'm glad that we got that dune buggy wrapped up also. It is always a work in progress, as is everything, but it's about all you're going to see. Maybe an update once in a while, I don't know, but we're going to ride it now.
Mm-hmm.
Now set these up, and we're going to make these square on the table. Put a little clamp on it. Get this spacing right without having that rod in there. Put it right on the edge of the table. Get it square. Give it a clamp. Tack that. And maybe I'll put that back there. That'll bring it closer. Then we'll do that. You like my on-the-fly decision making?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this, maybe that. I don't know. Let's find out. Do a quick check. 17 3/4. Yep, right through. So let's put this across here. This might be a little bit different because, oh no, it's the same. Okay. With a quick cut, make this a little bit wider. Cut it right out there. To the top over here. Ooh, wait, no, I'm putting the hinge on the wrong side. Look at that. Hinge has got to go here. That don't mean we lost out. Yeah, interesting.
Did you just assemble it backwards?
I did.
Oops.
But am I going to lose that opportunity? Heck no. You got this square. I'm going to put this in right here. Even it up. This is the point that mounts to the deck lid. This is the hinge. Really no loss. Just is what it is. Now we'll flip it and do the same thing once again. So we now have a square frame. We'll just put the hinge in right there. We cut two more of those little dealies. All right, let's perform the same operation we just did, but we'll do it right this time. How's that sound, class? These are 4X shirts, should anyone want to know what the largest size we offer are.
I would say that's really big shirts. I thought it looked so little.
Well, after we won our major award, you know, we both wear larger size hats. I thought I would try a larger size shirt as well.
Which we'll be having merch soon.
I know a little secret.
Very, very soon.
We're going to be having merch for sale. Cool. So see, not a huge loss of anything. Maybe a little.
Ooh, me and Johnny Jalopy actually are. Johnny Jalopy and I had a conversation this morning about one of the drawings that he did with your dune buggy. Remember early on he did that drawing of us in the car?
Oh yeah.
So we are going to chit chat, and I might be purchasing some art from Johnny and having it on a shirt.
That is amazing.
I will be immortalized as a caricature on a shirt.
There is no higher respect.
Ian and Jamie in the dune buggy. Yeah.
That's one thing I always said, like, once I have a bobblehead made of me,
Yeah.
the career's over. Like, I've done it.
It'll be very Malkovich-y to see myself on a shirt.
Right? It'll be you watching your own life unfold.
Mm-hmm. Ian and I went to the Golden State Pinball Festival, and we played a couple of games, and we found a few new pinball games. Well, we didn't play a couple of games. We played a lot of pinball.
No, they had over 350 games, I think.
Yeah. But there was one game there, it was called, what was it called? Like
Whirlwind.
Oh, man. It like blew air on you. It'd say, the storm is coming.
It was like a storm chaser
The storm
kind of
is
theme.
coming.
Yeah.
And it blew wind on you. That was pretty awesome. And of course, the ever popular Mars Attacks.
Jaws was a huge hit.
We didn't get to play it
They
because
had
there was
3
always...
or 4 back-to-back Jaws pinball machines.
Yeah. So we like pinball a lot.
A lot. See?
Ah, I see what you did there.
All right. We cut off this old news. This is the hinge. This is going to be part of the car in the long run. So you want to take this, and why I'm doing it this way is because these are going to, this is going to come out. So the opening of the deck lid is a circle, right? So this, I want to bring it up high, so I'm going to split this. It'll all work out in the end. Just understand why I'm making this step, so that I can move it up as high into the car as possible without the center being intact. So I got that. Get that. Get that. Right? There it is. Cool. Everything is smooth. So I'm going to want this crossover down here somewhere. So let's cut a piece of tube at 15. We'll make it 15. We want this like this, but we're going to raise it up that much. You feel what I'm saying? So this will be our spreader, very strong. And it's going to drop the center out of that much, which will be adequate for what we're looking to do.
I gotta say, I like this hinge better.
More substantial.
Yeah.
And same concept, to remove it, this will just slide in and out. Same hinge pin idea. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. So I'm going to take the cutting disc and just remove this. Now I'll explain on the rear outside of the car what was going on here. See, this tube was going to hit this. That allows me to bring it up that much. Just enough to get a little bit more swing or ding out of that thing. Cool.
Is it a yeah or a no?
Oh, it's a yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. So I'm going to X tube across this, cut these off, trim it back, put a little more structure in there. And now we got everything where we like it. Cross over. Do a quick cleanup with the grinder once again, and we'll be ready to check it out. So in short, what we've created is one single, very strong hinge.
Ooh.
That ain't going nowhere. Now I'm gonna have to lift up this car to do some welding to get the deck lid to fasten to this, but let's just put it in place first, and then Jamie will probably have a little, I don't know, comedy routine or something while I compress the air and do all the things for a few minutes.
I don't know if I got comedy in me today.
Come on. Come on, you're a natural. So yeah, we got that. I'm just a little bit wondering, looks like it wants to sit more like that. Ow, that's hot. So what I have to do, I have to attach this tube to this car here. So that's what I'm saying. You're not really going to see. But you can see it's got to connect here to make it work there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, I could put this thing anywhere.
Ooh. That would be kind of neato. It's like a door rather than all the Oscar the Grouch, because that joke is getting very boring.
We could do it the traditional way too. We could put it there.
I like it. Would it be easier then to weld it in up here, then you wouldn't have to lift up the car, or yeah?
Well, maybe, maybe not. See, I have to reach through here to weld here, but I could kind of sort of look through that a little bit. Let's see. That might make our decision. And I know Victor likes crazy, right? But maybe that's crazy enough. Just having it round. I made a couple for him that open from the side. I know he likes reverse hinge stuff.
Ooh.
I'm going to stick my arm in here, and that's going to make the decision. Because if I don't have to get underneath this thing and reach up through that trapdoor.
I like the idea of it flipping up the other way.
The traditional opening mechanism?
Yeah. So it's like a trunk.
It's in fact, it is a trunk. I'll be able to look right there.
Hello.
I'll be able to put the welder in and weld it right there. Without gouging my legs. Right. So I have to move this wire, definitely. This piece is going to be 7.5 inches. 2 sticks, 7.5. And we want to land. I want to land something more substantial on the sheet metal here. So I'm going to set up a base plate of 1/8 inch material like that. And I'm going to put it on a 7.5 inch riser. So what I'm doing is I'm eyeballing this hinge by the line on the dashboard to see that it's parallel. And it appears to be. I can't get my vertical face in there. See the weld it. Well, not going too far. I'm just going to try to tack this to the DeckLid and see what happens. That way, if I do have to bend it or twist it or something, I could do that before I get in too far. I feel like this should hold. We're gonna find out. I have to put a couple tabs back in here because I lost them. Somebody also commented that the B for bottom was at the top, but that don't matter. I made my adjustment. I just wanted to reference where I was starting from.
Yeah.
Get this to sit where it sat. Hopefully it's right this time.
What? I'm just over here minding my own business.
Me too.
Is this the moment of truth?
This is the truth of the moment. This is like deja vu.
Right?
You steady my nerves.
We're all waiting with bated breath.
You know, 3 strikes and you're out. Stepping up for number 2. Time.
Our live studio audience cheering. Good on you. All right. Ooh.
It works. Next, weather strip, surface, a latch, and I know Victor wants to motorize it. I got 1 tack in it just to prove that it wouldn't bind up. I'm going to level it, move it around a little bit, reinforce it, slap it down. Oh no, it's not over yet. Come on back.